Broadcasting from the business capital of the world, this is the Podcast Business News Network. All right, thank you, Mr. Producer. Bring me back in. Hey, guys, happy Friday. I hope you guys have a safe and important weekend, and then you make some memories. That's what we're supposed to do. Guys, I got a great guest coming up here in a minute, all the way from Salt Lake City, Utah. I got Isaï, Mr. Producer, how do I say the last name? What is it? Willemse. Yeah, I have to ask her. I was trying to practice it, but Isaï will be on in a minute. She's a soul activator and a medicine being, and she owns and created Sacred Stasis, which is a alternative and holistic approach to health through intuitive healing. This is so cool, guys. I mean, this is using a variety of methods and modalities to achieve balance for the mind, body, and spirit. And this is what you guys love. This is why you tune into this to this station. You guys love when we get these talented people on here that are experts in their field, such as Reiki, crystal healing, plant medicine, aromatherapy, meditation, chakra rebalancing and aligning. Isaï does so much stuff, and I can't wait to talk to her because I guarantee you she's going to be a very interesting guest. If you want to call in, you can, 631-730-7376, or you can use the instant feedback. Do KC Instant Feedback, and just give me your name and your city or state. And if you're bashful, it's okay. Just put anonymous. I'll read your question live to Isaï, and she will respond to it and answer your question live on the air. And you'll be in the comfort of your own home, your car, office, whatever it may be. You guys seem to love it. So, guys, with no further ado, I would love to welcome, it's my honor and privilege to bring to the program Miss Isaï. Isaï, how are you today?
I'm doing really well. How are you?
I'm great. Can you give me a little help on that the last name?
Yeah, so it's Willemse.
Willemse. Isaï, that's a very pretty name.
Thank you.
Pretty cool. That's the first one I've heard. Really neat. So, can you fill in the blanks? Kind of. I was just telling the audience a little bit about you, but can you fill in the blanks about what you do, the services that you offer, and a little bit about your business?
Yeah, of course. So, like you introduced me, my name is Isaï Willemse. I'm a two-spirit non-binary medicine being, they, them. I offer a variety of different services depending on what people desire, right? A lot of the work that I do is soul activation is what I've termed it, which could be considered life coaching.
Okay.
All the work that I do is based in allowing people to remember who they are and reclaim their power and transforming their life within first and then without. So that can look like a multitude of things depending on what the client is desiring. So whether they need a session from me in regards to energy healing, whether or not they desire some trauma release work, or they desire, say they live all the way in New York, which is where your guys' podcast is located.
Where we're at, yeah.
See, I live all the way in Utah, so someone's like, well, dang it, I can't go to them because they're all the way in Utah. Well, that's not necessarily the case because my company's also online. I do offer distance sessions as well.
Nice.
So distance doesn't really separate what I do for my clientele.
You can help everyone virtually, can't you?
That is correct, yes.
And even like international, you could do that.
That is 100%. Yep, that is 100% right. My family lives in the Netherlands right now, so I can do it all over the world. It does not matter where you are on Earth.
Oh, that's great. Isaï, let me ask you, you said one term, I wasn't sure what it meant. It was something, clair something, intuition. Can you talk to me about that? Because I'm sorry, I didn't know what that meant, and I'm sure there are some other beginners out there who don't know either.
Yeah, of course. And you don't need to apologize. It's totally fine. Asking questions is always good, so there's no need to apologize.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah. So clairsentient, so there's the 5 clairs. A lot of people know of clairvoyant.
Yes,
which are like psychic mediums, right? That's the ability to see. Voyance is seeing. So clair being There's 5 of them: clairvoyant, the gift of seeing; clairaudient, the gift of hearing; claircognizant, the gift of knowing; and clairsentient, the gift of feeling. Now, we all naturally have a variety of these combinations, and we tend to lean more towards 1 or 2 of them. For me, I tend to lean more towards the clairsentient. So what that means is, if I'm having a session with someone, I typically feel what's happening in my body, what's happening in their body.
Oh,
so
my
say
God.
they come and they lay on the table and they have really bad back problems. I've never met them before. All of a sudden during the session, my back starts hurting really, really bad.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
Does it take a toll on you at all?
No.
Because at the end of the session, you can get rid of that energy, whatever was hurting them or bothering them. You can get rid of it.
Yeah. So the work that the way that I was trained specifically and introduced to Reiki through my Reiki master, there's a process that you can go through, and there's a couple of different techniques you can do to not attach yourself or not allow your clients' dense energy to attach to you. Because a lot of the time throughout our society, we walk throughout life and we pick up on a lot of people's emotions and a lot of people's stagnant energy.
Yeah, like
Through
the energy
what I was
vampire,
trained-
right?
Yeah, well, that's a completely different thing, right?
Oh.
But in regards to taking on other people's energy unconsciously, which we all do, there's some techniques that I've been trained to do, which I also teach my clients, depending on if they are very sensitive, to release that energy and not to have it be attached to you.
Is that something with grounding or something?
Yes. Yes, grounding is a huge, huge part of it. I also teach how to see and work with the auric field or the biomagnetic field, which is stemming from our electromagnetic system, which is our nervous system within our body.
Oh, how cool. Can you tell me a little bit more about that?
Yeah, so what's really cool is, so I have my degree in psychology and I absolutely love science. And a lot of people in our society, there's a lot of spectrum of beliefs of what to work with, right? Like I grew up in a very holistic modality of healing, herbology, natural healing, all those things. However, we were never against a traditional Western medicine. Traditional Western medicine is very, very beautiful, but the concept that this is the only way of healing, I think, is in hindsight, you're not allowing yourself to have the full scope of what you can do for your body, mind, and soul. That's why a holistic approach, whole being the key word, you look for different areas of how to do your healing. So that could mean, okay, I need to be on this medication that my doctor prescribed me, and also I can adopt meditation or also adopt yoga. So there's a lot of different modalities that people can adopt to achieve health in a variety of different ways.
Now, isn't that a little bit like snobbish if people think that they other modalities that they may not know of can't help them? Isn't that a little bit like being closed-minded, and I even use the word snobbish.
Not necessarily, right? Because we've all been conditioned in very specific psychological ways growing up through our parents and through society.
I see.
So for them, it might seem completely normal. They might say, well, I was raised in this way, or I've been in this society of this is what I'm supposed to do. I get sick, I go to the doctor, I get a pill, that's what it works.
Right, but
and
they don't put the other one down, though, right?
Well, that depends on the person, and that's on the subjectivity of the person, because what I truly believe and what I've experienced is human beings are such curious creatures that they want to understand different things. So
okay, well, yeah, that's cool. I just if I don't know something or know about something that someone else knows, I'm not going to put it down because I don't know about it. So I just think that's why I use that word, and I didn't mean anything by it. I just think people should have an open mind about stuff. I
wholeheartedly agree, Casey.
Cool. So now, talk to me about Sacred Stasis. Tell me about the name. Stasis. Yeah, tell me about the name and what that embodies.
Yeah, so because I am who I am, I was born in a male body. I'm trans. I'm transgender.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So my pronouns are they, them. I love having the body that I do. I don't have any body dysmorphia. And at the same time, so gender, this is what I was taught in school. Gender is between the ears and sex is between the legs. So what we're taught in our society.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Like what we're taught in our society of what gender is a socially constructed thing. Boys like blue, girls like pink. Well, if you go back before the 1930s, that was actually switched. Pink was a very masculine color because it was associated with red. And then blue was a very feminine color, but that was changed for the toy companies. The toy companies changed that for marketing. So that's a simple example of what gender looks like. So sacred stasis is termed as the balance between the divine masculine energy and the divine feminine energy. If you look at the Tao, or the symbol of the yin and the yang, the white being the yang and the black being the yin, you see that both of them are separate yet whole, and they contain a piece of each other. Yeah. Sacred stasis is termed not in the white, not in the black, but the line that infinitely separates the two. So stasis coming from homeostasis. Everything desires balance in the universe, in nature, in our bodies. Everything wants to come into harmony. So sacred stasis is termed as my business to remind people to find balance within their lives.
How important is that?
Yeah.
It's like, people, I think the one you hear about mostly is the work and the family balance. But but everyone struggles with a lot of balance. I mean, it's just like you said before, it's the individual. We're all not the same.
No. Yeah, and finding, because a lot of our listeners, we live a 9-to-5 life, right? In our Western society, we wake up, we go to work, we work until we're 60 years old, we retire, and then our bodies are so weak that we can't really do what we want to do when we're younger. So we're in this system, which is not a bad thing. As long as you're finding joy in your life, that's all that matters. And at the same time, finding a healthy balance of asking yourself, why am I doing the things that I'm doing? Retrospecting, being self-aware, bringing more awareness into your life, and using a variety of psychological and spiritual techniques to bring more joy and fulfillment in your life.
Wow. You're very introspective, aren't you?
Yes. I've had to be. I went to school for psychology. I do have my degree in psychology, so that kind of adds to the introspectiveness.
I gotcha. Wow, so cool. I mean, you're a very interesting person. There's so many things I want to ask you, but I got to take a short break right here, and you do have some instant feedback. People want to talk to you. I'm going to try and get to you, Vicky. I'm going to try and get to you, Mary, Stephen, Erin. I'm going to do my best, but I got a very interesting guest on here. Isaï, tell people where to get a hold of you and where they should go. Social media.
Yes, so I'm both on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. If you look up Sacred Stasis, SACRED STASIS, you can find me on any of those social platforms, as well as my website, sacredstasis.com. You can also shoot me a text or call me after this segment is over at 801-410-0005.
Awesome. Can you hang with me just for 1 second, and we'll come right back and get to your fans?
Yes, of course.
Okay, guys, be right back with this awesome guest.
Jay Farner here, CEO of Rocket Mortgage and Rocket Companies. Last year, we saw historically low mortgage interest rates. What you may not know is that interest rates are already starting to increase, and it's likely that trend is only going to continue. Our team of experts is standing by to help you save before rates go up. Don't look back and wish that you had taken action. Call 833-8ROCKET or visit rocketmortgage.com.
Rocket. Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender licensed in all 50 states and MLSConsumerAccess.org number 3030.
If you have unfiled taxes or are in debt to the IRS, this is important news. The IRS just rolled out a new program to help struggling taxpayers more easily resolve their tax problems. It's called the Taxpayer Relief Initiative, and it opens up powerful new options for people looking to get back on the right track with the IRS. And no one knows this program like the professionals at Optima Tax Relief, America's most trusted tax resolution company. They've resolved over $1 billion in tax debt for their clients and have the expertise and experience experience to help you. One easy call to Optima can start the process, helping to put an end to your worries of wage garnishment, asset seizure, and other aggressive IRS actions. Make today the beginning of your fresh start with the IRS. Call the experts at Optima Tax Relief now for your free confidential consultation.
Call 800-386-9945. 800-386-9945. 800-386-9945.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Seeking a more fulfilled life? Desiring to step into your power? Hello, my name is Isaï Willemse, creator and founder of Sacred Stasis. Soul activator, energy healer, and sound alchemist, I assist individuals in remembering and reclaiming their power, no matter who they are. Visit our website, sacredstasis.com, and fill out our form for a free consultation or give us a call. Let's take the steps to transform and heal your life together.
Broadcasting from the business capital of the world, this is the Podcast Business News Network. All right, guys. Hey, you're right back here. I hope you're having a great Friday and you're going to have a great weekend. I got this awesome guest on. Isaï, are you back with me?
I'm here with you.
All right. Hey, so you want to talk to a couple of your fans?
I would love that.
All right. You got Vicky from Long Island wants to know, I use wind chimes in my backyard for calming sounds. What can I use in my house for the same effect? Okay, Vicky, here you go.
Yeah, so a variety of different instruments do different things. And I love, Vicky, how you said wind chimes. That's one of the instruments that I love to use.
Oh, you use them, really?
Yes, I use different types of chimes. So I use symphonic chimes, and then I use bamboo chimes from Asia, which are called koshi chimes.
Cool.
That's, Vicky, what I would suggest, or zephyr chimes, Zephyr, and then koshi, Koshi. You can buy one of them, or you can buy the whole set. They're so beautiful. You take them, you can hang them, and play them around the house. I've had really powerful experiences playing these instruments during my sound vibrational frequency sessions. They're really powerful. Also, if you're interested in other instruments, a good place to start is maybe getting one or two crystal bowls.
Crystal bowl? I think I've heard something like that. A bowl?
Yeah, they're a staple in my armada of tools that I use for frequency.
It sounds like you got some cool stuff over there, buddy.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. So what are they're called? What crystal bowls? And let's hear about those.
Yeah, so crystal singing bowls. The technology is kind of recent within the last 60 to 80 years. Before the crystal bowls were even created, the classic were the Tibetan singing bowls, which are made out of metal. Those are very beautiful too. Those are my first sound healing instruments as well. But crystal singing bowls, the vibration is far more resonant. It lasts a lot longer, and they're great for meditation. They're great for sound healing, which is one of the modalities that I work with. They're great for if you own a yoga studio or a yoga practice or an asana practice. Those are really good to use as well. So,
wow, and do they look cool?
Oh yes, there's a multitude of different forms of crystal singing bowls. There's frosted. There's clear, and then there's a higher grade, which actually is based in Utah, and they're world famous. They're called crystal tones. They're a completely out of worldly experience.
Wow.
Yeah,
cool. Wow, that sounds awesome. I just got into crystals myself. I got them all over the house now.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah. Okay, let's go over to Mary in Brooklyn. Can Reiki help me get back to a better sleeping pattern?
Yes. Reiki you can use for a multitude of things. Once you're trained in it, and once you understand how to vessel, or in the native indigenous saying, to be a hollow bone, to be open for the universe and source energy to flow through you, you can use it for a multitude of things. You can use it to bless your food. You can use it to bless your water. You can use it on your animals. You can use it on your children and on yourself. So before you go to bed, what I would suggest doing, if you do have insomnia or trouble sleeping, if you're alone or with a partner, take some time so that way you're undisturbed. Gently close your eyes
and become aware of your breath. And in your mind's eye, if you're good at visualizing or in your imagination, what I would suggest imagining is imagine this soft purple mist that starts descending from the sky, very, very beautiful, and it starts filling the room. And it even has a smell of lavender. Try to attach senses to it. What does it smell like? What does it look like? What does it feel like? What's the temperature? Is it a little bit wet? Is it dry? The more you're able to allow your senses to create the experience, the more you're able to relax into the experience. So imagining this mist coming into the room and slowly coming over you. And as that's happening, start relaxing the body. You're witnessing that the breath is becoming deeper and that you're becoming more heavy in the bed. This could be a technique you could use to fall asleep a little bit easier.
Wow. How cool. And I love that. That lavender is supposed to be very calming, isn't it?
Yes. Science has proven this throughout. I mean, you can look this up. There's a lot of different studies on it. Lavender essential oil or just lavender on the pillow. Lavender, it calms the nervous system down. It calms the body down. It's very good for muscles. It's very good for tissue. That's why they use it in massage. It relaxes the body. So
how cool. I like that that vision of the purple. It's pretty easy to visualize that, and it calms you, and then you work your breathing with that, right?
Yes, pranayama, or the breath. Our breath is so powerful. We unconsciously do it all the time, but once we become conscious of breath, our whole lives can change. People have transcendental states of experiences and reach transcendental states of awareness just through breathing. So becoming aware of the breath, different techniques, you can excite the body or you can calm the body.
Wow. You're definitely a great guest.
Thank you.
Am I taking, do I have time for a call? I don't. All right, next time. I'm sorry, guys. I don't have time for a call. But you can talk to Isaï next time, guys. I'm sorry, because we're at the end of the show. So, Isaï, I want to give you my grandmother, who I was very tight with. When she wanted to hear from you and she wanted to know what's on your mind, she used to say, "You have the floor." So, Isaï, I want you to take the floor. If there's anything you want us to think about or to ponder until next time, something for the weekend, anything to wrap up here. What a great show you did. But as my grandma would say, Isaï, you have the floor.
Thank you, Casey. For all those that are listening, I want and I desire for you to do just one simple thing throughout your week, throughout your busy day, throughout your life, your work, your family. Take some time, if you can, every day, even if it's 5 minutes, and wherever you're at, think of something you're grateful for in your life. The more we come into gratitude, the more we're able to see life as a beautiful journey, even if it's the small things. Look at this tree that's outside. Oh my gosh, looking at the texture. Or your pet, or your children, or the food. Or even if it's something as simple as our infrastructure. Wow, how grateful am I to be able to walk on this clean street, or be surrounded by such beautiful energy. Or if the more we're able to come into a place of gratitude within our hearts, our lives will transform so beautifully.
Wow, that is so cool, and it's so weird because that's how I start my day off. As I'm grateful for my cats, I'm grateful for I have a house to live in, and the one I always end it with, besides my family's health and everything, is I get a chance to try again tomorrow.
Yes, always.
Pretty awesome. You're a great guest, and thank you so much. One more time, give me the website and the social media, and I'll leave you alone.
Yeah, of course. So it's sacredstasis.com, SCAREDSTASIS.com. Instagram, Facebook, also the same spelling, and also YouTube. As well as if you can shoot me a call or text me, whatever your desire, whatever's easiest. The phone number is 801-410-00 05.
You're awesome. Can't wait to hear what you have to say next, and have a great weekend. And you guys do that too. Thank you, Mr. Producer. Thank you to everyone who wrote in, and thank you to my guest. We'll be right back. Broadcasting from the business capital of the world, this is the Podcast Business News Network.
Hi, this is Terry Crews, actor, former football player, game show host, father of 5, and all-around big dude. I'm also an expert on drama. I know all kinds of drama. There's the good kind that comes with having a house full of kids. There's the bad kind like season-ending injuries. There's the necessary kind like having an agent in Hollywood. And there's silly drama like the drama around my percolating pectorals. And then there's the drama you can skip.
Skip the drama that comes with not having your high school diploma or equivalency. Find free adult education classes near you and finish your high school diploma. Visit finishyourdiploma.org.
Or text diploma to 97779. Message and data rates may apply. Reply stop to opt out. That's diploma to 97779. And leave the drama to actors like me.
Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.